First of all, tell us what you're doing here first of all today.
I'm here as a Leinster Sport Ambassador. I've been working with Leinster for many years now, so I think you just have to realise, I suppose, the benefits of or the inadequacies of being dehydrated throughout your sporting career and performance, and that's an area I think we're going to address with fans. I think that have won prizes here this afternoon, so it'll be a little bit of learning for myself and a learning for other people as well.
That sounds good. Obviously it's been a few days now after the defeat Saturday. Have you been more able to kind of pinpoint where it went wrong on Saturday, Ronan?
I think it went wrong in every area, so that probably makes it a little bit easier. I think at this level the margins are small, but we underperformed, and you have to accept that and try and move on.
I suppose kind of for Munster fans watching on as well, it was almost kind of a shock to kind of see it kind of happen. Was it something that you were surprised about that happened as well when the final whistle went, that you were beaten by so much, and I suppose the manner of the performance as well?
Yeah, the manner of the performance was very poor, and the supporters have every reason to be angry and dismayed, and I think the players are feeling like that too. I don't think we set out to play like that, but when you give a team like Harlequins the momentum, it's hard to get it back, and you know, the better team won, so we have lessons to learn from it. We're struggling a small bit, so it's been a long few days, so where to from here I'm not sure, but we have to try and regroup and get on with it.
What do you think, I suppose, for next season? I mean, you know, you're two-time European champions. What do you think needs to be done in order for Munster to be back up there now, you know, fighting it out in a Heineken Cup final next season?
I could be here a while probably trying to explain that, but I think we as a team probably need to address that first before you address it to the public, I think. So we have a few areas to look at, most definitely, I think, like every organisation does, and I suppose within that you look at individuals and you look at yourself and you ask yourself how can you improve, and I think people will do that. But this season isn't over. You have to make sure that the next chance you get, you put a small bit of pride back into it, and I suppose, as you said, it was probably the manner in which Harlequins beat us the last day was disappointing, and that can happen in sport. It's happened to me in my career before, but I've had great days as well, so you don't get too high or too low when these things happen. You just make sure you come out stronger. And
as you said, Munster have always showed the ability to bounce back, haven't they? I mean, as you said, the season isn't over yet. Magnus League now, what is the appetite like for that, for the semi-final?
I think the appetite would be huge for that. It's I think since Toulon, you know, ever since we failed to qualify from our group, we were, you know, a team that was finished, and that's always been the case, I suppose, for the last 5 or 6 years here. Even when we were winning things, we're used to that, so it's, you know, it's not a criticism, it's a reality. You just get on with it, and I think there is a lot to play for this season, and we have to make sure we try and do the best we can, but as you said, there's a few things to sort out.
And you know, we kind of thought, I suppose, the way you kind of picked yourselves up after the London Irish game, after that defeat to Toulon that time, and like you've got the momentum going, like you seem to have, you know, you beat Leinster at Thomond Park. You know, is this kind of just another, how would you describe what happened the last day, and do you feel you can bounce back from it for the remaining games?
Yeah, of course you can. I think, of course, you can bounce back. I think we have showed what we're capable of when we're on song, but if your attitude is wrong by 5% and that spreads throughout the team, there's 15 fellas with a small bit of, you know, a deficiency in their attitude, and that includes me, obviously, then you're going to get beaten, and that's what happened the last day. Maybe we thought it was a little bit easier than it was, and a hungrier team came over, focused on getting to a final, and they caught us.
Ronan, I've never heard you speak like this before about Munster. Like, I mean, attitude is never a problem with Munster, never has been a problem with Munster before. Are you quite surprising that could be an issue now for Munster?
No, not in the slightest. You think, I suppose I've spoken to you plenty of times, and I've been on many a team where everything has been so sweet. Things aren't too bad in Munster, believe me. I think you know, there's a quality team there. We got beaten by the better team the last day. That happens in sport. It happens right through with any, I think, sport, and you have to come back better and you come back stronger, and this team will come back stronger. I'm convinced of that. So it's a case of you know, I think analysing what needs to be done, staying in check, or staying in touch with reality. There'll be so many I suppose theories out there why things are going wrong, but I think the players are happy, the management are happy. It's the most important thing. Obviously with that you need the supporters to be happy, and that's our duty going forward.